Tech interest is on the rise in BC as a Vancouver company heads into unicorn territory. Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver is here to explain all of this. And Tyler, we're talking big bucks in the midst of a pandemic.
Oh, it's interesting here that we just found out that Vancouver-based Trulioo has raised $394 million, giving it a $1.75 billion valuation. These are all US dollars. It is the largest venture capital deal in Canadian history. If we take a look at the board here, we can take a look at what all these BC tech companies have been raising since April. And the previous record holder, that was just last month with Vancouver-based Dapper Labs. So private equity firms worldwide, they're swimming in cash right now. They're looking to invest. Credit markets are wide open and interest rates are at record lows, which is why we're seeing all this cash flowing into the Vancouver tech scene at the moment. There's also a large talent pool in Vancouver paid in lower Canadian dollars, which makes it enticing as well to a lot of these American investors. We've had about half a dozen of these so-called unicorns. Those are those companies valued at least $1 billion that have emerged from Vancouver just in the last few months. Experts say this gravy train could keep going for at least 12 more months. So something to keep our eyes on moving forward for sure.
Well, yeah, tech is growing, that's for sure. Okay. And what can you tell us about the G7 plan to have a global minimum tax rate for corporations? Are most countries on board with this?
Well, it depends on what countries you're talking about, because this is a deal between the G7 finance ministers meant to stave off concerns about that race to the bottom, as well as how taxes are being administered for multinational digital tech giants. So G7 countries, they've agreed to pursue a minimum corporate tax of 15%, but there might be a situation in which those numbers actually go up. The next step will be a G20 meeting in Venice next month, in which discussions will take place about wider adoption among larger number of countries of a standard global tax rate for corporations. Some concerns, as you alluded to, already being expressed from smaller nations about how the scale of this could actually make them less competitive. So keep an eye on that G20 meeting, and I think we'll find out some more of answers coming soon about the larger economy at scale here.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. That's Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jen.